Talking about our new project that's up out here. We have our pilot project that's upgrading all signals throughout Moana Boulevard, Nimitz and Moana, from Sand Island Access Road to Kalia Road, to adaptive signal technology and hardware that sends signal phase and timing information to connected vehicles and to an app on a cell phone. The intent of this project is to make sure that we use technology to address the capacity needs of the public, without having to worry about building new roads. We can all see in front of us that we're landlocked here. We don't have the facility or the right of way to push out more roadways, and nor do we have the funding. So we're looking at smarter ways to make the system that we have work better. This is a huge opportunity for us. To do this, we partnered up with University of Hawaii, with Dr. David Ma is here to speak on their behalf, and our two contractors, Econolite, John Ringler's here, and Keoni Wasano's here from Goldwings, to push out this new system to make sure we address the needs of the public, first on the capacity and congestion side, and definitely to connect up everybody from a multimodal perspective to improve safety. So I'll open it up to John here.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate that. Econolite is very pleased to work with both the University of Hawaii and the Department of Transportation on this incredibly exciting project. Not only do we get to work with great people and professional organizations, but we also get to be involved in perhaps one of the most advanced corridors in the nation today and perhaps in the world. Over the last couple of weeks, months, we've installed 720 detection zones with about 120 different video image processors. We've also installed about over 100 magnetic wireless pucks in the pavement to pick up vehicle data that we're collecting 10 times per second. We take that information, we send it up into the cloud, we process that information, make some decisions. We send those decisions back down to the controller so that we can adjust timings in order to make improvements on the street. And we measure those improvements, and we want to hold ourselves accountable to those improvements. We measure them in terms of, have we reduced travel time? Have we reduced the carbon emissions to the atmosphere, and have we reduced fuel consumption? And along the way, have we also enhanced safety? And if we can hold ourselves accountable to those metrics, the metrics that matter, then we've actually achieved some goodness in the street and some real value and benefit from this project. But we haven't stopped there either. In partnering with Goldwings, we've also installed the connected vehicle devices. We're actually pushing that information down to the vehicles in real time as well. And you can pick that up on a mobile application, and Keoni will talk a little bit more about that next. So,
good morning. My name is Keoni Wasano. I am an engineer with Goldwings Supply Service. We are a local company here on Nimitz Boulevard, helping bring in some of the new innovative technology to Hawaii. The part that we are bringing in are some of the devices that are actually applying the connected vehicle pieces that your cars and phones now will be able to access. So all of the data that John and Econolite is bringing in, we're actually going to be able to display that to the users. So even if you don't have a connected vehicle now, by having a phone app on your phone, you can actually get that same information. So the app is a free app. It's called Glance Travel Safely, and it's available on iTunes Store and Google Play. Once you download it, register the app and set your location services appropriately. But as soon as you do that and you start moving, you're going to start getting alerts from the intersections and other vehicles around you. One of the benefits of this is it really connects you with the infrastructure and the other transportation drivers and people that are on the roadways. So the app isn't meant just for drivers. You can also download it as a pedestrian and a bicyclist. So the alerts that you're going to be getting are when the lights are going to be changing, when you are potentially about to run a red light, where the emergency vehicles are around you, and if you're driving, if there's a bicyclist or a pedestrian ahead of you that you could possibly hit. Now, if you are one of those bicyclists or the pedestrians that are about to be hit, you're also going to get an alert through the app saying that a vehicle is approaching at a great speed and you need to be careful. The app has potential to really save lives and make our island a safer place to get around from place to place. So please join us, download the app, and start using it so we can all be in communication and know where our potential hazards are. Thank you.
This is no doubt an exciting project. I still remember how excited I was when I first learned that HDOT wanted UH to be part of this. So the UH will be evaluating this performance of this entire system, focusing on two aspects. One of them is safety, the other one is mobility. So as shown by a lot of studies, a large amount of accidents actually happen at intersections. So a good traffic control, signal control system would be expected to reduce fatalities, accidents, and all that. So this is what we actually expected. But also, safety measure is a statistical measure that requires a lot of data collection, run truth data from the accidents themselves. So we're actually currently in the process of collecting data and trying to make the comparison under the same conditions so that we actually are making a fair and reasonable comparison.
This project itself cost us $4.68 million for 34 intersections to be instrumented, as John had mentioned. It's a huge step for us. We know that the future of vehicles are connected. We know that's the future, but we cannot wait for it. We're preparing for it now. And while we prepare for it, we make sure that the system that we put in is good for everybody. Not everybody has a connected vehicle now, but everybody can be connected to the system, to the application that we're putting in.
What I'd like to share with you, the history of where we started this program when it started back in 2017. The governor signed Executive Order 1707 that established the administrative director in the office of the governor to support companies that seek to self-driving vehicle technology in Hawaii. And this session, the legislature passed HB 2590, and this was to establish the autonomous vehicle testing pilot program that we're starting today within DOT. And technology advances, our policies must adapt to remain competitive in today's economy. And these actions, along with this pilot program, show Hawaii's willingness to embrace new technologies that will have significant economic and social benefits in the long term. Connected and automated vehicle technology, which we all know as CAV, is the future of transportation. And connected vehicles uses technology to either communicate with each other or connect with traffic signals, signs, and other road items, or obtain data from the cloud. And this information exchange will help with safety and improve traffic flow, as we've heard. Automated vehicles use technology to steer, accelerate, and brake with little or no human pilot input. Some vehicles still require a human to monitor the roadway, while other vehicles require no human intervention. So in the US, automotive and tech companies will have invested and allocated $61 billion self-driving vehicle research and development through 2023. As an early encourager of CAV technology, Arizona expects to see tens of thousands of jobs created over the next decade, billions of dollars in economic output, and millions collected in state and local tax collections. Not only could Hawaii benefit economically, but perhaps more importantly, is the potential impact to road safety and improving the efficiency of our transportation systems. We owe it to ourselves to welcome technologies that have potential to keep our roads safer and save lives. With the recent effects of the COVID-19, the state's economic dependency on tourism has further shown us that we need to continue to look for ways to diversify our economy. The V2E pilot is just one of the many ways we can make Hawaii an attractive test site of CAV manufacturers. And this joint partnership with DOT, UH, and Econolite shows the initiative that we need to position Hawaii to be a leader in CAV technology. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Senator. So for us, we wanted to push forward on this busy corridor here to make sure that we have a pilot that sets up for the rest of the state. We've already changed out our signals on Maui and on Keoni. We're working on Big Island. And at the end of the 2 years, we'll have all the cars back. We want to make sure during this time when the traffic is lightest, we'll take care of everything to ensure that it's ready for everybody. We're always ready to take